Hello and welcome to a brand new video. Today we'll be looking into the top 10 original Netflix movies. But before we get into it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel with post notifications on. Number 10. Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fire Saga. If you are a European, you know about the Eurovision Song Contest and all of the colorful characters we can see during the years of its existence. This movie is a comedy showing the journey of the small-town Icelandic band called Fire Saga chasing their dreams of winning the Eurovision Song Contest. Will Ferrell's ode to the bizarre annual event will definitely make you laugh. Ferrell starts alongside Rachel McAdams as Lars and Sigrid, an Icelandic duo that make up the band Fire Saga. These goofy musicians land a spot in Eurovision and go on a wild and sweet adventure. The songs in this movie are definitely typical Eurovision songs, but they are very catchy to listen to. So don't be surprised if you're singing Double Trouble, Husavik, and Yaya Ding Dong in the next day after watching this movie. Number 9. Dangerous Lies. Dangerous Lies stars Camila Mendes and Jesse Usher, a young married couple who end up getting more than what they bargained for. As the caretaker for a rich old man, the wife inherits his home and a bunch of money. While she wonders whether her husband is being money hungry, someone else who has an ulterior motive pokes the fire. This movie explores the irony of not believing the one you should, which could cost you everything. Number 8. The Highwayman. This movie shows Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson as two Texas Rangers who came out of retirement to track down Bonnie and Clyde during a killing spree. The Highwayman feels like a good season of True Detective that wraps up in about 2 hours' time. A few standout scenes include a big shootout, which may be a bit tough to watch for some, and a car chase between the Texas Rangers and the Outlaws. With a cast like this, it's definitely worth a watch, and you will want to watch through the credits as they're coupled with footage of real events with Frank Hamer and Manny Galt, who were the real-life Rangers that chased Bonnie and Clyde. Number 7. Marriage Story. Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver star in this movie about a couple who falls out of love and everything that comes along with it. It is essentially an anti-romance flick that shows you how painful it can be loving someone and then knowing you don't love them anymore. The film shows the struggle through a grueling coast-to-coast divorce that pushes them to their personal and creative extremes. It captures the rocky nature of divorce, how two well-meaning people who care about each other will still do things they never thought they would do. Marriage Story is a raw movie showing us all the processes in a relationship when love stops. Number 6. El Camino. El Camino is a movie directed by Vince Gilligan. This movie is a continuation of the Breaking Bad series in which we get the conclusion of the story of Jesse Pinkman, a criminal running away from his mistakes. He is on the run from the police and has to find a way to confront and then escape his past that was torturing him. The movie definitely has the legendary vibes of a Breaking Bad episode as it brings back a lot of familiar characters. The movie feels like a final chapter or what happened next episode to the series, which a lot of Breaking fans needed as a conclusion to the Jesse Pinkman story. If you haven't watched the Breaking Bad series, we definitely recommend it, and after it you will enjoy even more the story of El Camino. The reason we rate it a bit lower on our list is because the movie on its own, without the backstory, can seem a bit confusing to non-Breaking Bad fans. Number 5. I Am Mother. I Am Mother is a post-apocalyptic movie that follows a relationship between a robot and a woman. After an extinction event, an automated bunker that is designed to repopulate humanity activates. A robot named Mother takes upon herself to grow a human embryo and take care for her in the several years. Years later, the same human grows in the care of the robot Mother. The whole story takes a twist when another survivor appears who tells some very life-changing things to the daughter, who is always interested about the world outside of the house walls. This movie has the drama, twists and turns, and is another movie we recommend on our list. Number 4. Extraction. Tossing aside Thor's massive hammer and trimming his gnarly Avengers Endgame beard, Chris Hemsworth picks up an assault rifle and gets to work in extraction. After a day of school, Ovi, son of an Indian drug lord, sneaks out of his house to visit a club where he is kidnapped by police officers working for their rival drug lord, Amir Asif. In this movie, Tyler Reek, played by Chris Hemsworth, will do everything in his power to protect the boy Ovi and deliver him back to safety. The journey won't be easy as he will get a lot of temptation on his way, one of them being to betray Ovi and to risk his own life in the process. This action-packed movie with amazing stunts will definitely make you feel on edge. Number 3. Dolymite is My Name. Dolymite is My Name is an comical, endearing, and uplifting biography which tells the story of Rudy Ray Moore, a down-on-his-luck comedian, actor, singer, and dancer who eventually finds fame portraying a semi-fictional pimp named Dolymite in his stand-up shows. When his live acts and records begin to bring him success, he decides to take the next step and produce a movie, stepping into the world in which he knows nothing about. The 70s setting, funk-inspired soundtrack, great cast, and delicate direction make this a must-watch. The main actor portraying Dynamite is Eddie Murphy, who is absolutely fantastic in the movie and perfect for the role. This movie is definitely worth a watch for some good-natured and enjoyable entertainment. Number 2. The Irishman. In the 1950s, truck driver Frank Sheeran gets involved with Russell Bufalino and his Pennsylvania crime family. As Sheeran climbs the ranks to become a top hitman, he also goes to work for Jimmy Hoffa, a powerful teamster tied to organized crime. This movie is a typical mafia movie that shows the cruel and unforgiving world of mobsters living in America in the 20th century. A former real-life mafia boss, Michael Francesi, reviewed the film as a close to real-life depiction of the life of a hitman, mobs, and how they done business back in those days. The movie follows the story of the Irishman and his time in the mafia. During the movie, his storyline becomes connected to the character of Jimmy Hoffa, who was based on a real person who was extremely influential person at that time, controlling the union of workers called Teamsters. This movie is difficult to recommend as it's one of those movies that either you like or don't. Also, it is very long, lasting for 3 hours and 30 minutes, but if you like mafia movies from the past, we definitely recommend it as it was directed by the legendary Martin Scorsese, working with legendary cast names like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, and many more. Number 1. The Old Guard. This superhero-based movie stars Charlize Theron as Andy, a warrior who has lived for 6 millennia and doesn't really see the point anymore. But during the movie, she and her team of fellow immortals are drawn back into conflict when they start being hunted by a pharmaceutical company who wants to use them as test subjects. At the same time, a new member joins their ranks, Niall, who survives a throat slitting and is inducted into this strange club. This movie has a lot of fun fight sequences, and a lot of people definitely enjoyed this movie and have a lot of praise for it. Personally, me as a Highlander fan, I will definitely watch anything that has with immortality. I hope you guys enjoyed our list. Let us know down in the comments your favorite Netflix movie list. From all of us, we wish you a wonderful day.